college football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right slot.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught near the sticks, it's Durham. Bust through behind his pad. They get him corralled, but not until he
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the...
Balls it in down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Released by the QB. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Batir. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fires to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
As an offense, I got to find some good plays down here where I can get the ball out of my hands, get some positive yards. That wasn't one of them. Let's not do that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they They capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's a heat. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches and passes, sticks, and still on his feet. LSU right back to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressive
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th. It is to no avail.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Batir. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. LSU quick to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? A quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
To throw, it's Batir. Got his man down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. See if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Snagged in the middle. It's a tag now. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's the tag now.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Lost the fire on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass at the offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Dropping back, it's Batir. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. On the defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on down.
That aggressive play calls, everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. That's it. Fly. Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. It's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Interception. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. LSU right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got him downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. Move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring a touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
That's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys are the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Batir. Swings it out to the flat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on top.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man, it's Ncaa. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The give as they work on that clock. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Back up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. On over the middle, it's Durham. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to throw for him. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To throw, it's Ncaa. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Gonna look downfield again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people.
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you just fight for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Huggins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here comes the two-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.